Okay, so we've got our first little web page here, but it's pretty lame. It doesn't look that great. There's not much going on. There's no styling of any sort. So in this video, we're going to install the Bootstrap CSS framework that's used by just zillions of websites. And if you're not familiar, head over to getbootstrap.com. It's totally free. It was created by a couple of guys from Twitter years ago. It was so popular, they spun it off of Twitter, and it's just been going crazy ever since. They're on version 4.1 at the moment, 4.1.3 it looks like. Doesn't matter, whatever the latest version is, we're going to use that. So in order to install this onto our Rails project, we need to do a few things. So let's see, let's head back over, go to rubygems.org. This is the main website for Ruby Gems. And a gem is a little package that you install in your Ruby on Rails project that does whatever, right? So there are 24 billion downloads from this website. It is the source. And when we run bundle install from our terminal, it actually comes to rubygems.org and downloads the gems from there. So we could just come in here and type in Bootstrap, hit enter, and it looks like this is the one. Only 1.4 million downloads. The old version 3, had 23 million, but they recently updated to version 4, so there's only been 1.5 million downloads since then. So go ahead and click on this, and to grab this gem file, just click this little icon right here to copy it to the clipboard, right? And then we can head over to our gem file and just come down here anywhere in here and paste this in. Oop, that is not correct. We copied the wrong one. So, okay, here it is. The gem file is what we want. It's the first one. I must have clicked this one. So click the first one here, and it's copied. So now we can come here and paste this in and save this. Now we need to pull up our terminal and just type in bundle install. And this will go get the Bootstrap gem, install all the things. See right here, fetching, where did it go? Yeah, fetching Bootstrap, installing Bootstrap, and done. So we're good to go. There's still a couple more things we need to do. So head back over here and come down here to the side, and either homepage or documentation, usually either one will work. We'll just click on the homepage, and we need to read the installation instructions, because usually with a gem, they have some further instructions that you need to do, and Bootstrap is no different. So let's see, looking through here, we did this. Now it wants us to add this line to our application.scss file and then rename it a little bit. So I'm just going to copy this, and let's pull up our code again. So go to App, Assets, Style Sheets, and then right here, just right click and create a new file. It says to rename it, but I'm just going to create a new file and paste this in here and come up here to save. And let's save this as bootstraply.css.scss. And that is all we need to do there. Next, going down the list here, it says we need to install jQuery Rails if we're using Rails 5.1 plus, which we are. So I'm going to copy this, head back to our gem file, and just look through here to make sure we don't have it already. And it looks like we don't. So I'm going to paste that in here and click Control S to save it. And then again, we need to run bundle install again. Anytime we add something new to our gem file, we usually need to run bundle install and probably restart our server, but we'll do that later. Okay, so that's done. Next, we need to add these dependencies to our application.js file. So I'm just going to highlight all of these, right click to copy. And let's see, so come up here to App, Assets, and then instead of style sheets, we want JavaScripts, and then this application.js file. And just navigate right above this last line with a P, or with a period, a dot, and just paste in those three things. Control S to save this and then close it. Let's see, that might be it. We might have something else to do looking through here. Nope, that looks like it's it. So we should be good to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up, this is the terminal with our server running. And I'm just going to hit Control C to stop the server. And then I'm just going to type Rails server to start it up again. It's just usually a good idea to restart your server when you add new gem files, especially Bootstrap, because it's sort of a system-wide change. So, okay, that looks like it's working. So we can come back here and look at this page now. Just kind of look at it, right? Check out this text. Notice the font. Notice the colors. Notice the position, all that stuff. I'm going to hit reload now. And if we've done this correctly, this should all change just subtly, very, very slightly, right? So hit reload, and boom. You can see that the font is a little bit different. Everything's more smooshed up into the corner. This text is a little bit lighter looking, not quite as bold as it was before. Very cool. So this means Bootstrap has been installed. And in fact, if we can right click here and view the page source, we can see all of these things. They all say Bootstrap on them, right? These are all Bootstrap CSS references and JavaScript references. So we're good to go. So that's all for this video. In the next video, we'll play around with Bootstrap a little bit, start to learn about the different things you can do with it. We're not going to get into Bootstrap very, in great detail or anything, but we'll play around with it a little bit and have some fun and see what we can do with it. And that'll be in the next video.